Hello everyone and welcome to Faithful to the Apprentice, where we are here to discuss The Apprentice Series 20. The year is 2026 and it is week 3 of the greatest business competition ever seen on television.
Welcome to the year 2026. This hellscape that they call the planet Earth has created 20 different individuals who all want to win Lord Sugar's golden underpants.
Yes, well, you know, this episode asks all the big questions. Do you know what this one was?
I think the big question is, what come first, chicken or the egg?
A handful of applause there.
A smuttering.
One laugh. That's all you need when you're a comedian.
And do you know what's even worse? Lord Sugar repeated the joke again, and they laughed even harder. As if it was a brand new joke.
You have to. When Alan Sugar reads his cards...
You were going to say Noel Edmonds then, weren't you?
No.
Can you imagine Noel Edmonds doing The Apprentice?
When he reads out his
Mr. Blob movie, Mr. Blobby and Dave Lee Travis probably on either side. That'd be a problem.
When he reads out his scripted jokes, you have to laugh at his things. Did you see that Alan Sugar went on to X?
No,
said,
go on.
Statement. People have said my jokes are written for me, when they're not.
Is he getting upset because people think, God, he really is old man showing a cloud,
I tell you, his Twitter, or his X, whatever the hell that website's called, is hilarious. Because
that hellscape. I'm going to use this term hellscape
because you can
again.
see the ridiculous things that go through his mind about EastEnders and about The Apprentice. So.
Ed Balls did it right by just putting his own name in thinking it was a search engine. That's how you do it. That's how you use Twitter. Hello, everyone. My name is Alex.
And my name's Ben.
And if you want to get in touch with us for any details about the show, then please go to our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media, including X. But for how long, who knows? And also ways you can watch or listen to us on YouTube, Spotify, or any of your favourite podcast apps, including Apple Podcasts. If you are watching us in video form, you can comment underneath the video. Don't forget to subscribe, ring the bell, and follow us. And don't forget to follow us and subscribe also if you're listening to us on your favourite podcast app. If you like the podcast, please help us monetarily as well. I don't like to bring up personal life. 1, yes, I do have a cold. Thank you for asking. 2, Charlie the cat.
Producer Charlie.
Ex-producer Charlie. He's in retirement. 1 month in retirement. What's happened? He needs dentistry done.
He does.
He's getting Hollywood teeth.
I mean, people may be new to the podcast because this is the first time we've done The Apprentice.
Yes.
So the law of the podcast is that our cat, who is right behind me on that picture, Charlie, the cat.
He's not dead. He is alive.
No,
it's just we haven't symbolised him by this one picture.
He used to be our producer on the podcast. He used to produce the show for us. He retired a few weeks in January. And now he's got sick, which always happens.
Now he's got dentistry problems.
Here's what's going to happen to Alan Sugar when he retires.
Maybe Alan Sugar will have his teeth eating themselves. Do you know cats' teeth eat themselves? What a phenomenon is that? What kind of... that just shows how greedy cats are. When they can't eat them and they're not given enough food, they eat themselves. So yeah. Anyway, this is all because I'm going to say go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 monthly or one-off donation, which helps with the show, and possibly Charlie's teeth.
So what you're saying is if people don't do that, they hate cats.
They
hate animals. They love animal cruelty and they like to see animals in pain.
And your idea of a good time is going to a zoo and having a massacre, which is not nice, really, if you think about it.
Let's just hope that Megan doesn't walk in and, you know, says, instead of £5, should we do 20p? And we were like, yeah.
Bargain. Now, how do I boil these eggs?
Straight down. Right, you meant about comments. You can comment on YouTube. Pearl is going to be very happy this week because they've said... I agree with you, Dan is very clever, but I also think he's simply just being himself. A gentle, likeable lad who isn't used to such harsh confrontation. I think Dan will go far, and I think when he becomes PM one day, he will really show everyone that he isn't a pushover.
To be fair, Dan wasn't pushed over. He had an idea and he stuck to it. They were all really pushing the idea. First of all, it was going to be out and out curry with either a side of naan or rice. Yum, yum. Thank you very much. That sounds very tasty. But Dan was like, no, let's just keep it traditional, pie. Yep. So then they started saying...
insult you, but no.
Yeah. And then he was like...
No to curry.
Well, he did say that, didn't he, to... who was he said that to?
He said it to Rothner.
Rothner, yes. He said, I don't want to insult you, but no.
She was like, I don't care. Let's just do it.
Like, this is just an idea. It's not just throwing him out. Yeah. Then they started talking about a curried pie. So kind of almost a compromise. But Dan was like, no. I have to say, in today's episode, especially just before the boardroom, and they do those extra little clips now, I saw a side of Dan which irked me a little bit. I saw an arrogant side of Dan. Okay. Yes, I saw a cocky Dan.
Yeah, but his cockiness is served with a side of egg. It's served with a side of gentleness / a bit tired, a bit calm, a bit not bothered. It's not like horrible arrogance. There's like a quiet.
There's an air there.
Quiet arrogance.
No, there's an air of arrogance there. An area of arrogance that I can't put my finger on just yet. And I'm sure as series run by, I will say it. Don't get me wrong. I don't hate Dan.
No.
It's just that I can see there's something there, like this kind of something. He did something.
I was right.
No, something like something good happened to him in life, and he did something before the show in his business which went hugely successful, and he will forever be riding on those coattails kind of arrogance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, my algorithm has shown me
describe it very well,
contestants of The Apprentice plus partners of contestants on The Apprentice. Dan's partner has come up on my timeline, and let's just say there's a lot of trips and business trips and all sorts of things going on with Dan into Dubai and all sorts. So, he's doing well. And he's treating everyone around him well, all of his team. So
good. And like I say, I don't have anything against Dan. It's just that there's an arrogance there, and I can't.
It's The Apprentice.
I can't describe it as well as I would like to. But I just there's something. I've met people like Dan before, and it's just a kind of like it bothers me. But it's probably a me problem rather than a Dan problem.
Yep.
And I put
like
my
Dan,
hands up for that.
So if you need another team member, Dan, let me know. Alex won't agree with you.
No, I'm going to go on Lawrence's side, because someone this week decided that there was 50p spare, and they slotted it into Lawrence. And my goodness me, what a night and day! What a light and shade change in that man.
All it takes is a market stall when he comes out with Cockney. Come on, everyone, come over.
Oh, eggs!
Where did this come from? Because the first 2 weeks he literally said nothing. He just sat there, kind of scared. Maybe Karen scared him because she wasn't there during that bit.
Maybe him and Karen have had a little bit of a secret side affair.
No, you don't go.
I don't know anything. Karen shot herself off to the road.
What comes first, chicken or the egg? Karen, she eats both.
Yeah, Karen would kill both, and in a blood slaughter that would just be painful to watch, but everyone would know who's in charge.
Saw a new side of Lawrence this week. So the challenge this week was you have to make food either based on chicken or eggs. We got the PM Dan.
I have to say, with the egg side, it was loosely based.
I know.
Like pasta.
Well, so was the chicken, really. It was just a pie.
I mean, chicken pie, the name's in the dish, if you think about it. But pasta, yes, of course, it uses a lot of eggs to make the...
But they make pasta without eggs.
But what's more, they didn't even make the pasta from scratch. It was already made for them. All they had to do is roll it out. That's where Flourgate came in.
Well, yes. So the other PM was Carrington with the egg team. I mean, the egg team, when they lost the challenge, I thought, well, that's not really fair, because actually I feel... by the edit, they did better than... I think the chicken team should have lost, but they didn't. But when you look back at it and think about it, Carrington really did have quite the team of people behind her, because Andrea, bless her, she couldn't do anything. She couldn't chop anything. She couldn't boil eggs. She couldn't take the egg out of a pan. She couldn't drain it. She couldn't roll it to crack it. She couldn't do anything. Which
she didn't know how to boil an egg. To be fair, it was both Andrea and Megan who both didn't know how to boil an egg. I feel like Andrea did take a step back this week. Because she won last week, she felt like she didn't really need to do anything to kind of guide her past this
But she took a step back, meaning that she forgot everything she learned from being a child to an adult.
Well, I mean,
how do I walk?
Look, some people, that's true. She was like, what's those, like when a foal is born, it just comes out of the mum and just stumbles about. That's what she was like, trying to boil an egg. Some people don't know. Look, I'm not going to criticize people for not knowing how to boil an egg. Some people aren't given life skills at an early age. However, it did seem like it wasn't that difficult to pick up very quickly either. To say I know how to boil an egg, but I don't know how to boil an egg at volume. It's not like when you're frying a large amount of something, so you need to, or put a lot of things in an oven, so you need to maybe add a little extra time or a little extra heat to it. When you're boiling an egg, it's literally just putting in a pan of boiling water for the same amount of time. There's no kind of extra or deductions to be made because there's more volume of something. With eggs in a pan of water, it's just you boil an egg. You take it out, you cool it down, you roll it on the counter, you take the shell off, you've got an egg. And for Andrea and Megan, that felt like it was a step too far for them.
And even Priyesh was like, well, there's a trick. You crack it, roll it, and then you can peel it all off. And then he saw Andrea attempt to do it, and she was just rolling it. But you have to apply pressure and roll to crack it, Andrea.
I think she was afraid.
She didn't do it.
She had some kind of fear that maybe she thought that like if she pushed too hard on the egg, that the egg would crumble from the G-force of her hand.
I do think
for a midwife, may I say, which is a very troubling thing.
Oh yeah, she used
Andrea
to be. Oh, she's an estate agent now, but yeah, she was.
Well, she delivered her own grandson. She made a point of that at the beginning of the series.
How do I do it?
Yeah, exactly.
How do I break an egg?
Yeah, how do I break a child?
My child was born in an egg.
Well, she'd be in a lot of trouble if we did like produce eggs, wouldn't she? She'd just be tapping it gently. It'd be like, is he coming out yet? Yeah, no. I just feel like that for someone as intelligent as Andrea to use the excuse, like I get why she took a step back because she did win last week. She didn't need to prove herself this week. She could have used this as a bye week, which she kind of did. I feel like to be as basic as I don't know how to boil an egg was a step too far. She should have just quietly in the background boiled the egg. She could have just gotten away with not even, she could have been like Lawrence was for the last 2 weeks, just quietly got on, did the job, got her head down and basically passed. She did pass, to be fair. She got away with it. But at the same time, it was like such a lame excuse to say, I can't boil an egg. It's silly.
I think that the kitchen environment does do something to you because Karishma, who's normally quite level-headed, she was getting flustered in the kitchen. I think the heat, the gloves, hair nets can do something to you in that environment.
What, kink?
No, as in a set of panic off. I remember I once worked in a pub in the kitchen and you step into the kitchen, it just changes. It's just like, well, I don't like being here. I've forgotten everything. I've forgotten how to do everything. I think
loved working in a pub in the kitchen. Nice to get free chips because they would have like a barrel. They called it a barrel. It was just like a big tray of chips. And as you walked in with like the used plate, you just pop a chip in your mouth. So there you go. Okay. It's good time had by all.
Another thing on this task that I didn't think was particularly fair, or was like an added like, do you really need to add that? Was the canapé part?
They do that every time though. With
I know,
tasks.
but it was like so different. It was like chicken or egg, and it's like, oh, and also a canapé of anything, and it's like, well, it should have been a chicken or egg canapé, surely.
Well, it was a chicken and egg canapé.
It was salmon.
Well, salmon and scrambled egg. But then, like I said, that's
what was with the
how's
salmon?
How's that any different to what I said earlier about the pasta? Like, how's it? You don't think when you go to like a supermarket, and you're like, right, I really fancy something eggy tonight. What shall I have?
Carbonara. Pork carbonara.
Pork, yeah. Because that was another thing. They made a point. They leant toward the fact they were putting lots of
bacon bits.
In it. What are they called? The bacon bits, pancetta. They're putting lots of pancetta in it. And they like, so again, they're kind of leaning away from the egg part of the whole task. But yes, no, I agree with you on the extent that like how often, other than deviled eggs, I will give deviled eggs a buy on this one. But how often do you go to a picky bits table at a buffet at a birthday party and they've got like skewered boiled egg? You don't, do you? Really?
Especially not cranberry sauce
makes
on
sense. But that's another thing that pissed me off about the canapé thing was the woman who, the writer or the publisher or whatever for Good Housekeeping. And she went over to them and was like, well, I expected more than skewers. It's like, what did you want, really? Did you want a gold-plated chicken presented in front of you that laid golden eggs? I mean, the beanstalks come out of the plate.
The editor of Good Housekeeping, I think she's going after Karen's job of snarky comments.
No one can go after Karen.
It's like, oh, which one's going to win out of these two? But it did make me laugh when she said, I thought during our meeting we discussed no skewers. And like someone, I can't remember who it was, she said something really funny and she was like, well, we wanted to challenge ourselves. And we wanted to honour the history of
chickens
skewers, so we did skewers even though you told us not to. And it's like, well, that was a really stupid thing to do.
But it wasn't all skewers either. They had popcorn chicken that wasn't skewered. Okay, they used skewers to pick them up, but what do you want them? The free-for-all with people sneezing and coughing in their hands and going, ooh, I'll take a handful of those popcorn chickens, please. I think Good Housekeeping management person was being picky for the sake of being picky.
I mean, the people who are the customers, they do get told be really difficult and try and get this budget and stuff. So they do get a briefing of how to act. But yeah, she was really
I think
she was a hard customer to please.
She was a hard customer to please.
Well, they promised a lot. They said this is going to be the best canapé you ever had, £25, please.
They said it was going to be perfect, actually. They said that it was going to be perfect. But
spoiler alert, it wasn't.
Why weren't they perfect though? Because she didn't like the wooden stick in them. That's, for me, as long as they were cooked nicely. Oh no, she made a point and she said there wasn't enough Cajun seasoning.
Yeah, they're bland.
But you just know that if there was like a teaspoon extra Cajun seasoning on there, that's too much. You can't win. It's silly. But I know this. I get this is the premise of the Apprentice. You're literally looking at tiny little things and picking
on
them.
The other side, egg team,
Eggies.
with the canapes, there was lots of big mess ups. I mean, I do think Megan possibly should have been fired this episode.
Oh, Megan 100% should have been fired, not Tan. Tan should not have been fired on this episode. It was 100% Megan that should have gone because Megan made so many more mistakes. Megan was the one who initially jumped in with the negotiations, saying £12. Yes, Tan then shouldn't have gone £10.80 or whatever he said. But she initially did that, and then Megan was the one who was kind of not helping with the canapes when they got there. She was chatting to everyone. She was basically musing around. She was basically trying to get business cards, wasn't she?
Karishma really made me laugh, and she was like, well, she thinks it's actually her party.
Yes.
And she was literally there mingling with all the muscle studs, going, look at my canapes. What do you think of my gym?
Her one canapé. She kept it in her hand every time. It's like
these are really nice, and she's eating them.
It's like Milhouse's teeth when Marge is trying to make an example. It's like, you're going to get these soon.
At some point, but not yet. Maybe sign up for a gym membership first. 10% off with me. # Megan. Megan10 at checkout.
Get at the checkout.
So, it wasn't going well. So I do think Megan probably should have been
100% Megan should have
fired.
gone. Tan should not have gone. It should have been Megan.
Because it was the canapé part of it, which I feel was the big mess up. I mean, there was obviously the maths
Flowergate, as I've put it on my notes here.
Where Kieran was in charge.
Well, no,
Couldn't do that.
I'm going to pin all the blame on Kieran here.
Kilograms and grams got mixed up.
Yes, they couldn't distinguish what a kilogram and a gram was.
Each portion has 5 grams of flour, and it's like 5 grams of flour is like a dusting.
It's less than a teaspoon. Yeah,
it's what thing he used. Dust, flour, dust.
And the funny thing is,
I've used up 12 bags somehow.
They only needed the flour to roll out the pastry, the pasta with, which was made even more frustrating. It's like, how much flour were they using to roll out the pasta with?
Maths is not a strong point, and they had.
But it was for Priyesh though, and that's the point. Priyesh has a maths degree. A maths degree.
He always looks scared, Priyesh, doesn't he? Have you noticed? He always looks like he's about to piss himself or shit himself, and he just looks terrified. But happy with it.
Terrified, I'd say confused and baffled by the whole world around him.
Maths.
And also he kept sticking eggs in his mouth to the point there was actual egg around his mouth. He was too busy eating than working out what a kilogram was.
That was another thing with this team. Kieran couldn't have cheese.
Yes.
Someone couldn't have pork, someone couldn't have eggs, and it was only Carrington who could try the food, and she couldn't have eggs either, could she?
No, Carrington couldn't have pork because of religious beliefs. Kieran didn't like cheese because he doesn't like cheese.
No, it was Carrington couldn't have eggs because she had vegan. She's like the vegan person. She says she doesn't have eggs.
Oh, sorry, yes, Lawrence, my bad. Lawrence couldn't have pork for religious beliefs. Carrington was vegan.
Yes.
And then you say Kieran doesn't like cheese.
Dodgy tummy.
So there was only one lactose intolerance. He was like running to the toilets with his hand on his ass.
Tastes great. I'm going to go shit myself.
The runs.
They show a shot of a locked toilet door, and it's just him saying, "This is really yummy. Great cheese."
Yum.
It's enough poo talk, thanks. It's not week 2 anymore.
Oh God, yes, we did the poo talk.
Don't be so basic.
Look at me, I'm making poo jokes.
Basic.
This is 3 episodes
Typical
of The Apprentice.
man.
I am.
So the maths was all wrong. Everything was not going well for them. But the selling side was
their own
good.
fault, to be fair. The whole taste kitchen, as you quite rightly said, was to their own blame. And the only person who could try everything was whoever the 4th person was left. I can't even remember now.
No.
But yes, but the selling time side was good, yes. That's where we saw new Lawrence. Lawrence 2.0.
So we'll talk about the selling and who went and what they did after this short break. Right, so...
Cool, that was short.
Thank you. Well, it depends what browser you're using. It might be really short, it might be really long.
What browser?
Who knows? What's it called? Pod app.
Podcatcher.
Don't like that word either.
What, in case you catch something? Oh, I've just got the pod.
What
Maybe
device?
that's what Kieran gets when he eats cheese. Oh, excuse me, I'm just going to do a pod.
This is where Lawrence came into his all. He was dressed as an egg.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm agreeing.
I
Lawrence was
thought
mad.
you didn't know who Lawrence was. I was like, Lawrence from week 1 and 2?
I didn't know who Lawrence was from week 1 and 2. I thought Lawrence was just a figment of my imagination. And then all of a sudden, Lawrence was there, out of nowhere.
I mean, Lawrence and Kieran were dressed up as Peaky Blinders market men. So I feel like the egg costume wasn't needed.
No, it was unnecessary. And
it's like you're already in a costume. Now you're in a costume with a business suit under that, probably.
You were like Lawrence playing a Peaky Blinder, playing an egg.
It's too much.
It's a sentence which I didn't think I would say. So
there's
soon in
layered
2026.
But yeah, too much. Harry was in a chicken costume. Looked lovely, I thought.
Oh, you just liked it because it was tight. You can see, to quote Lord Sugar,
I'll buy your pies.
you can see his nuggets.
So, I mean, that's all I have to say about Harry, because I've not really seen him do anything this series. So he's the new Lawrence.
Harry has been quite vocal up until now, but it was really, on the chicken team, it was very much Connor and Dan's episode, wasn't it? About their you can see a conflict growing between them, but then an admiration by Connor by the end, when Connor was like, you know what, I had my doubts about Dan, but I was wrong to doubt him, and he was absolutely right. And you just saw Dan beaming like the sun from Teletubbies in the background. Anything. Yeah.
So, So chicken won, unfortunately, I feel, but mainly because of the canapes issue.
I think chicken were right to win. I think if it was based on purely the sales, then egg should have won. But everything else, apart from their sales at the market, even that was a bit ramshackle, if you think about it, because their plan was initially to go around the market and see what everyone else was pricing. Then they literally spent
just shouting in front of people, yours is £8. We can do less than that one. Oh, look at that one. And it's like, all right, a bit of subtlety, please, guys.
Then saw that the opposite team's van hasn't been acquired yet, and so we're like, well, let's go and let's start selling. It was a bit silly.
But they did well. Good for them. Well done. But not the other team. Like I say, Megan, I feel, messed up majorly, because Karishma was right. She was trying to do the pitch. She was trying to get the £25, and then Megan came straight in with 12. And Karen had to step in and say, let me tell you what actually went on. And she told it. Alan Sugar then stepped in and said they were willing to pay 20, so you messed up. So, I feel Tan didn't deserve to be fired on this one.
Hard times ahead. What did you... They didn't make such a big point of it this time, but like they didn't... The pasta team, the egg team, as the time went on, to get rid of their stock, they decided to keep reducing to the point where we found out that Lawrence had sold 4... at the beginning for £90. Yeah, £90. But by the end, they were giving it away 2 for £4. Like, it was like a reduction of the century. But Dan decided to fix his price. Now, they did say how much they made at the markets, and it felt like it was quite equal. But do you think that difference of £200 that could have been made up by the egg team if they hadn't decided to reduce the pasta prices? Or do you think it was entirely down to the whole...
No, it was the
canapes.
But then again, the canapes were so... Like, the gym guy wasn't that happy with them. But
they were paying nothing anyway.
Well, exactly.
And then they reduced it by another 8%.
By 8%. So if Karishma did get her
Bastards.
her 20 that she was planning, would they have then just been like, well, we want a discount, so it would have just gone down anyway? So it's the canapes, no matter what happened, they didn't work well. But yeah.
I mean, their canapes were crap. But what can you do for an...
Boiled egg and cranberry.
What can you do...
it tastes quite nice, actually.
The thought of it makes me ill. But what can you do with eggs as a canapé? What can you do, honestly? You can't.
Boiled egg with Andrea.
Well, when they said the salmon and the
scrambled egg pushed into a cube.
No, well, they were going to put it on a panini. So the salmon with a bit of scrambled egg on top on a panini, that sounded fine. But then where do you go from there? Oh, deviled eggs. Okay, that was the second one. But where do you go? They wanted 4 different types. 4 different types.
Eggs with... You could turn eggs into a batter and batter something.
Oh, you could make a pancake, I guess.
Yep, mini pancake
little
stack
mini pancake.
with a skewer through it. That'll upset them.
A mini pancake with cranberry
also,
would be okay.
It was a gym place. They should have put some protein powder, whisked it all up, made protein pancakes.
Mini protein pancakes. And 2 different types, strawberry and chocolate.
See, it's easy when you have unlimited time to think about it. When Karen's not in the corner looking at you, looking at her watch.
Karen was
I think
hilarious.
You're running out of time today.
Karen was hilarious. The smugness.
Watching her plot unfold.
Watching it unravel in front of her. She knew everything that was going wrong. She said nothing to them other than give them a time check from time to time. And then just the way she kind of sat there with her hands in her chin, like going, yeah, I knew this was about to happen and I'm watching it happen right now. I love Karen so much. She's so fun.
So before we go, we have to do a quick...
What's your name and where do you come from?
Tan Mei.
Yes. Are we going to do the man whose name we never mention again as well? I was going to ask you this. I forgot.
Well, yeah, I forgot about him. Yeah, Levi's disappeared 2 weeks in a row. He was sick last week. He made a TikTok saying, I had a really bad tummy. That's why. So the way he said it, he sounded like he was
coming back.
But then you can't just miss 2 weeks. That's not fair.
No, absolutely not.
You get 1 bye week on Strictly. You don't get 2 bye weeks on The Apprentice.
Well said. I agree. I concur. So I'm presuming Levi's gone, which we said in the last episode.
They're just not going to mention it, are they?
But Levi claims it's because he had a dicky tummy. He ate some cheese with with Kieran the night before.
Levi is a former RAF gunner.
We'll be interrupting me, are we?
Well, I'm just saying that's all we need to know.
That's all we need to know. Move on.
That's his fact file.
There you go. But I'm just saying that we did kind of guess that was going to happen.
I didn't think it was. You did. So you guessed.
I said we as a collective, we as the public, as the world, as a
right, Dan.
production.
Yes, we as a team were brilliant as PM. Me, Dan.
Yeah, me, Dan. I'm
Dan
brilliant.
the man. So, what's his name? Tan Mei. A seasoned chess player. I thought he was a poker player.
And poker, yeah, because they said about his poker face and him going to 11
holding them the wrong way around, yeah. Tan Mei is used to holding his nerve, hoping to win Lord Sugar's investment into his AI-powered digital loyalty and marketing platform.
Oh, okay.
That's a bunch of words, isn't it?
And that's words mushed together, but what do they mean? Only Tan Mei knows.
AI-powered digital loyalty and marketing platform, which aims to revolutionise how food and drink businesses connect with customers.
Oh dear, so this was a task he should have done better on as well. So that kind of didn't help him out either, if you think about it.
I'm not exactly sad that he's not winning it now, and now he wants to make an AI business. So basically he wants to have AI bots do the orders and send them all through.
I'm presuming
basically.
he's got software where it can be integrated into, say, an app. This is me shooting at fire.
This is where I just hate business. I just hate the business world because it's just a bunch of words. Like when I ask some of my friends, like, well, what's your job? And I've known them for 15 years and they tell me their job over and over again and they just say a bunch of words. And it's like, well, that doesn't mean anything.
No,
so I don't like the business world. Anyway, listen,
but
this
it's
is
not just the
business.
business world because it isn't cleaners like given like a really like, not to say cleaning
Right,
is a downgraded
yes.
job. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, don't they now call it like
Yes, it's like Subway. You're a sandwich artist.
Oh, that's
you're an
it,
artist.
sandwich artist. Yeah, thank you. That's a better. But again, not saying that that's a. But why have they never upgraded my job title? I'm just a postie.
I don't know. My business plan is for an AI-powered digital loyalty marketing platform revolutionising how food and businesses connect with customers. It combines a customer app and business portal to deliver personalised rewards, offers, and real-time insights.
Did he write that on AI?
Sounds like it. The platform strengthens loyalty through data-led, social and interactive experiences that make every visit more personal. It doesn't make it more personal because AI is doing it.
Yeah. How's AI more personal? AI is not personal. It's probably the most impersonal thing you can do. If you go onto like a chat bot and it's AI, you're asking it the same question endlessly and it says, did you mean this?
Yes.
No. It's like, did you mean this? How do I do this on my computer? Do you mean this? No, I don't mean that. Why do you do this? Do you mean this? No, I don't mean that. It's not personal.
Chatbots,
it's very impersonal.
So yeah, I take it back. Megan, I'm glad you stayed.
Megan,
now.
I'm glad you stayed.
We don't need any of Tan Mei's AI businesses with Lord Sugar.
The AI boom is dying, Tan Mei.
No one wants it.
Get on board.
So there you go. I mean, they had
unless you're on Facebook, of course, because then you can start posting pictures of your dead relative in heaven with you.
I also loved how Carrington. I love Carrington, by the way. I haven't said this in week 1 and 2, but like there's been moments where she's walking like Charlie XCX into the boardroom and it's just like, yes. And like I loved her reaction when Megan said, I think Carrington should be fired.
Yeah.
And she was
Do
just like,
you? Why? Like straight into Megan's eye.
Love her.
And then
Can't
she
wait.
brought it up again at the house later. Did she say, oh, by the way, Megan shot me down and said that I should be fired. And everyone was like, oh. And Megan was like, ha, 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 just a joke. It's like, yeah, right, nice one.
Don't mess with Carrington. So the task for next week, we're not really sure by what it is on the trailer.
No.
It was they had Big Sue there, he's a celebrity guy, but he also does cooking and stuff.
Yeah.
It can't be another cooking one. I'm guessing it's like making a promo for an endorsement from a celebrity. I don't know. They were doing adverts. They were doing socials. I don't know what it is.
Because normally an advert task is linked to a product, as we saw in the last episode when they did the. Oh no, they didn't do an advert to that. But anyway, it normally is linked to a product, but it doesn't look like it's that. It looks like it's solely based on online. Maybe it's online. What do you call it? Like not content when you're content creating, but you're doing a promotion online.
Yeah, it was weird because Kieran was boxing, and then it cut to someone else. Looked like someone was pole dancing, and someone said, "Is this inappropriate?" And it's like, well, what is this task?
Is it Kieran pole dancing whilst in boxing gloves?
Yes.
If that's the case, with
You've
eggs,
got my with £250,000 here.
Bargain. I'll take it. Thank you.
So I'm looking forward to next week to see what that task is because
Yeah.
I don't quite understand why they're pole dancing.
I do like the fact
boxing.
that they've kind of cut it in a kind of very open-ended way. So we've not worked out what the task is this week. So for next week. So I am looking forward to that.
Before we go as well, we had a comment from Warren saying, "What has happened to the winner's treat?"
Yes, what has happened to the winner's treat? I concur.
So that's just disappeared.
All we get now is a bit in the
Go
car.
home.
Yeah, no, he does. You get a bit in the car when they leave, and then you get a little bit more in the house before they turn up.
I do like those bits where they talk before the boardroom
So
in the
do
house
I,
saying that
actually.
they're worried.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's like, where are the prize tasks gone? The mini golf adventure,
They were a bit dumb, to be fair.
The champagne tasting.
It was a bit shoehorned, wasn't it? Some of them
They
were
could have
just...
gone to the good housekeeping offices and had some proper canapes, the winner team.
Can you
This is how
imagine?
do it? The woman turns up.
Yeah.
I made these. Then they're brilliant.
It's a chicken on skewer, and they're like, oh, all right.
Find the recipe in Good Housekeeping.
.com.
Right, so there you go, everyone. We are done for another week. Hope you enjoyed it. Let us know in the comments.
If you didn't enjoy it, don't tell us. Just feel sorry for me.
But you
so
can
I'm
if you
cold.
want.
You can if you like. I don't.
So let us know what you thought of this week's episode and what you think next week's task could be.
Getting in touch with us is always good, and you can do it through our link tree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all the links to our social media, but also ways you can watch or listen to us on your favourite podcast apps, YouTube and Spotify. And if you like your podcasting and will help us monetarily, go to buymeacoffee.com/faithful, and on there you can give us a £5 monthly or one-off donation, which we may or may not be putting toward the sales of wooden skewers, because I think they're going to spike this week after this episode.
Like we're going to replace Charlie the Cat's teeth with.
Yeah, wooden skewers.
Wooden skewers.
Little cocktail sticks. It'll look like a monster from a Studio Ghibli film.
Right, well, until next week, everyone, get your haggling skills together and we'll see you then. Goodbye.